Hi, I'm Melanie.
And I'm Lizzie, and you're listening to
The Book Fairies.
How excited are you about this one?
I am pretty excited. Like, I have a lot to say about it, but most of it is just like how fun it was to get through it. Like, it was just such a fun book.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Let's just be gushing about it.
All right, guys. Just in case you didn't know, we're talking today about One Last Stop by Casey
McQuinston.
I'm glad you said it because I was going to butcher that last name. This is it. Probably one of my favorites of this year.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's an awesome story. It's sort of a romance, I think.
Definitely.
And it's basically about a girl who's misplaced in time. So
that is perfect way to describe it. Do you wanna read our little synopsis?
Okay. Cynical 23-year-old August moves to New York to pursue an education in spite of her mother, who made her spend her youth as an acting detective. One day, in a smelly New York train, August meets a rough around the edges and swoopy-haired Jane, who puts her right back into detective mode. As August learns more about her, she realizes that there is much more than just her obsessive crush. Jane is a whole mystery in herself. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Oh man. I just feel like, you know how sometimes you have those like main characters and the main characters are fine, but then the love interest or like a side character is so much cooler. I feel like that's Jane. I want a whole book just about Jane.
Yeah. And also the roommates.
My gosh. Yes.
I think they were one of my favorites in this, like Nico and Mila.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Like, I think Mila is probably one of my favorite characters. And also the drag queen. What's her name again?
Yesaya.
Yeah.
And Antidepressant.
Yeah.
What's her drag name?
I forgot about that. So good.
That was so clever.
And I just love like her little story about, you know, who she's in love with, and just everything about that was just really sweet. It was just cute banter. And I love Nico too because of Nico is the roommate that has like paranormal. He's psychic. Yeah. And so it's like kind of like a medium. During August's like quest to figure it out, because you know, at one point or another she kind of realizes that something's not right with Jane and the train. So
that rhymes.
So she meets Jane and she's sort of like, you know, she's like, whoa, like this girl's really cool. They have like a small interaction. August had like a really bad day. She spills like coffee all over herself. And she feels, I think it's... No, you go.
Giving her a nickname too.
Yeah.
Because Jane calls her Coffee Girl. Then she calls Jane Subway Girl for the longest time.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so cute. Yeah, they're so cute. And then also August ends up like working at a local like breakfast place.
Yeah, it's a pancake house. It's called Pancake Billy's House of Pancakes.
Yeah. And so she always smells like pancakes. Yeah. It's so cute.
Oh, I love that so much too. Like, she hates it. And I'm just like, how could you hate smelling like pancakes 24/7?
Oh, man.
And that also reminds me of their shower. Because when she moves in, they're saying like... well, expect the shower to take like 10 minutes on a good day to get warm. Yeah, and then like later on, when they get like a sort of when they go to a seance, Wes is scared that a ghost will kill him. So he's like, when I die, I will haunt the bathroom forever. You will never have warm water again. And then August says something like, well, we don't have warm water now.
Yeah, basically, like, they already insinuate that the bathroom's haunted, because when they said that, like, oh, expect it to take like this much, and then I think Mila goes, unless you're nice to it, and August is like, okay, what?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, it's so cute. There's so many like cute little interactions with the banter in it is really neat. I do really appreciate the banter in it. And of course, this being like one of the first, not the first, I wouldn't say the first, like one of the first 5
Scenes?
books that I've read that have
sorry.
to do with, no, it's okay. Like LGBTQ, you know, this is a lesbian couple. And there's actually multiple sort of diverse couples. Yes.
It's actually a sapphic couple. I've recently discovered that if you're talking about relationship between girls, you say sapphic romance. So that doesn't exclude bi people.
Oh, that's
so they may not be lesbians, you know, like August is bi.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool. Like,
thank you so much for educating me on that, because I feel like I have read that somewhere, but sometimes I forget like certain terms. Like I don't know what to consider Mila and Nico, like what kind of relationship they have, because Nico is a trans man, and Mila is straight. So
yeah, I think she's straight.
yeah.
No, sorry.
No, and then you have Annie Depressant and Wes, who are super cute. And so I'm assuming they're like a gay couple. It's just they're all just adorable. There's just so many like cute couples in this book, and like it makes me really excited to read stuff like that, knowing that there are such diverse characters, not just in like their physical, you know, their race or their color, their skin color, their hair color, the eye color, but also with their sexuality as well.
Yeah, and every character in this book was just super lovable. Like, there's not one person that I disliked.
Yeah, no, I had the same thing. Well, I didn't really like Jane's mom. Or not Jane, sorry, August's mom.
Oh, because she was so pushy about the case?
Well, she took away August's youth. Like, her whole youth was just, like...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's kind of abusive in a way. Like, in my opinion, it just seems really like when I was reading it, it's like, okay, quirky background, right? But in reality, I feel like August went through some trauma, and it stems from that, right? And so she's starting to kind of get over it as she moves to New York, and she's realizing that she only has like 4 boxes of stuff, like 2 boxes of stuff. And she's like, oh gosh, like I don't want to accumulate anything. Like she sleeps on a blow up mattress for the first half of the book.
Yeah.
Like there's trauma there. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also Nico's tattoos. What did you think of that?
Oh, I loved Nico's tattoos. I think like there's something really intriguing about like when a writer actually describes what kinds of tattoos they have, and like the placements and stuff. Like, you know, I have a character that's covered in tattoos, and I only just wrote the scene where you get to kind of see what they are.
Ooh,
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. What did you think?
Oh, I'm excited to read that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I love Nico's tattoos. It said full moon on the knuckles.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was so cool and it was super in character for him.
Yeah. No, you didn't draw Nico. You drew another character in our in your Book Beans Discord, right?
Oh, yeah, that was for another book. That was Felix Ever After. Yeah.
Oh man, we should do like artwork for this book at some point.
Oh, we should actually. Well, I tried for a little bit, but it came out like super shit, the sketch. So I gave up.
I bet it looked really good.
Nah, I'll send you a picture and you'll agree with me.
We'll see. What was your... overall favorite part of the book?
I think the housemates party.
Yeah.
Like Isaiah throws a party, and they live opposite each other. So you have the roommates, and then you have Isaiah live in another apartment across from them.
Yeah, like down the hall or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. So he throws a party, and they have lots of fun. And then August calls Jane because she's stuck on the queue. We actually didn't even say what's happening in the book.
Sorry.
So basically, August goes to New York, and then when she gets in the queue, she meets August or Jane. And then she finds out that Jane can't leave the subway, so she's stuck there. So she gets her a phone so they can talk if she's not on the queue, because she has to get to her school, and then she has to work at Billy's Pancakes house, Billy of Pancakes. And so at that party, she calls her so she can be at the party sort of too. And I'm guessing she has sort of a front pocket here, because she puts her on speakerphone and puts the phone in her pocket.
Yeah.
And they keep calling her Pocket Jane or something like that.
It was such a cute little moment. Oh man. And
then later on they moved the party to the queue so Jane can be there too. And I thought it was so sweet.
That's what I think is so lovable about those characters, is that they really do want August to be a part of their little clique. And you get that in the beginning too, where August is just so disinterested in being friends with anybody. She's like, no, thank you. I don't want to hang out with you. I can tell you want a bond with me, but I'm not the right person. And they slowly they slowly wear her down. And then August I feel like August brings Jane into it. The one thing I was kind of I was like, if I was in that situation, I would be freaking the fuck out. If I found out someone knew someone that was from the past that was stuck on a train, I would be on that train every day trying to figure it out. I would be Mila.
Well, Mila was too.
Yeah. I would be Mila. I'd be like, so tell me all the things.
What are you doing?
Can I hang out with you? Can I also do this trick? How you look amazing for how old you are. The other thing that's really cute in this book, I kind of really want to show people, is that before you find out that Jane is from
the past?
Yeah, from the past. You see a lot of things. For example, this one, this was posted June 8th of 1999. So already you can tell it's weird, but it's a Craigslist ad or something. And so you can see Craigslist, New York, Brooklyn, community misconnections. And it says, girl with a leather jacket on Q train at 14th Street, Union Square, Manhattan. Dear beautiful stranger, you'll probably never see this, but I had to try. I only saw you for about 30 seconds, but I can't forget them. I was standing on the platform waiting for the queue on Friday morning when I pulled up and you were standing there. You looked at me and I looked at you. You smiled and I smiled back. Then the doors closed. I was so busy looking at you, I forgot to get on the train. I had to wait 10 minutes for another one and was late for work. I was wearing a purple dress and platform Skechers. I think I'm in love with you. And throughout the book, there's tons of stories like that. On Yelp, someone said their scarf was stolen. Probably the scarf that she gave August.
Oh, wow. That totally could have been.
Yeah, no, I think they even describe it as a red scarf. And on the it's really so cute funny. Too, that on the cover you actually see the cute little red scarf that Jane gives her. So it's just really fun. I love the little Easter eggs throughout the book.
Yeah, it's cool when authors add that in.
Yeah, it was just really sweet. Yeah. I don't know. I think, there are some things that I personally had struggles with. Some of it was like just the way that they talked to each other, like writing wise, like there were a lot of like harsh words and stuff, but I think that's just because I'm a writer. So I look at those things and I go, okay, like trying to get into that mode. And then just the whole thing with her mom, like I really couldn't, like, I don't know. I just felt like it was so like stepped over. Like, yeah, she was abused for years. Whoop. We're just going to go into the story now. But other than that, I feel like it was just a solid story and the ending is so precious.
Yeah. Well, just lots of moments in the story is precious.
Yeah, really cute. Like precious and then like, steamy.
Oh.
Like so there's a part in the book, there's like sort of a montage almost where August finds out that Jane can remember things based on like experiencing them again. So she starts bringing her bagels. Like she's like, oh, if you live in New York, you got to have a coffee and bagel. Like you got to have your combination. And what is it again? I think it's like chocolate and peanut butter or something. Is that the one?
I don't know.
I think it's like the peanut butter one.
She brought every flavor on the menu.
Yeah, a different combination every day. It was like, oh yeah, so it's chocolate. I think it was like a chocolate coffee and a peanut butter bagel or something.
Yeah,
I forget exactly what it was. So that's like kind of what started it, and then she would bring like candies and and then also music. I think they figured it out with the music. Yeah,
it was just to jar her memory. Or to start it up, and then it escalated eventually to physical touch.
Yeah,
and then they started kissing,
experimenting.
For
research.
It's called? For research purposes.
It's
like
so cute.
Sure.
Yeah.
Keep telling that yourself, honey.
Yeah, and I love how August is like, this is just for research. It's just for research. And then like it's kind of sad because August has like this, she struggles a lot with like her emotions towards Jane, and then also, wanting to help Jane. So she sort of has to she feels like she has to put her feelings aside so she can just focus on Jane and help her as a friend. And if you've ever been in that situation where you're friends with someone that you're kind of in love with, it's very difficult. And then on top of that, having to fucking make out with them, I could not. I could not. I don't know how she did it, but she did.
It's funny how you did this like this. Like, I cannot.
Girl, I can't. Also, I broke a nail. I don't know if you can see
Oh,
it.
no.
Yeah, like.
You have one little coffin nail.
Yeah.
In class.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm over it.
Rip nail.
Rip. I love you.
Rest in peace. You'll never be forgotten.
I love you. Yeah, I didn't read. This is the same author that wrote Red, White, and Royal Blue. I am interested in reading that one, but I'm kind of glad I read this one first. I feel like I just really enjoy, I don't know, like girls. I love girls. Not there's nothing against boys or anything like that, but just like girls who fall in love. Ugh, it's my favorite.
Then you also love, I've started a little bit, These Witches Don't Burn.
Yeah.
I think you'll really like that one because it's about witches and they're gay. So
gay witches.
That's right up your alley. Yeah.
Yeah. Ridiculous. So stupid.
Yeah.
Oh
but to get back to the Red, White, and Royal Blue, it's actually a pretty cool book. It's kind of like political as well. So for those bits, I was kind of like, what?
No, I know how you feel about that.
But it was made fun. Yeah. Like, I really love the writing style. So I also really enjoyed the Red, White, and Royal Blue because there's the same sort of comedy in there.
Yeah.
Like One Last Stop.
Yeah, I think I just never really read. This is my problem. Like I've read high fantasy, and I read like older books, and so
you don't really read contemporary.
I don't read contemporary,
things.
so I had to get used to that. There's nothing wrong with it. It was just like, whoa, like that's different. Like, damn, you're saying fuck. You're saying, yeah. Like this girl's cussing an awful lot in this sentence, and like, do I say fuck that many times? Like, yeah, no, it's interesting.
It's a sort of yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It was just interesting, kind of getting used to like that modern way of writing, and like, and I also feel like I sort of never had like a young stage, so I feel like I just turned into an old woman. Like I just was born and boom, I'm old. Like that's kind of like how it felt. So reading this, like while I really enjoyed it, I had to kind of go, okay, I'm not like all, kids that age. Like when I was that age, I was different. So I had to kind of reel myself back in a little bit with that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, personally, I didn't mind it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I like cussing.
No, I do too.
Stuff, so.
I do too. Yeah. I don't use curse words enough in my own writing. I just don't. I've noticed that. I'm like, oh, I say fuck all the time, but like, will I write my character?
You were just about to say that.
Yeah, do I write characters that way though? I'm realizing that I don't. So when I go back to like do another draft, I'm gonna add some curse words in there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna curse. I'm gonna be a rebel.
Yeah. You go and live that pirate dream.
I will. Oh, I can't wait to tell you about this. I have a
about what?
No, I have a new story idea after this series that I'm done with. I can't wait to tell you about it. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Okay, but anyways,
no, I'm excited too.
Getting back to this, yeah, I'm really excited. Has she written anything else? Do you know of other than One Last Stop and Red, White, and Royal Blue?
I think those are it. And then I think they're writing a new book currently.
Yeah, I follow Casey on TikTok, and they're amazing, and like, oh, they're aesthetic. Posted like a day thing, like her daily life or whatever.
Oh, a day in my life.
Yeah, like in the author life or whatever. And I was like, oh man, I wish I was that cool. I wish I was that cool. But anyways, yeah, definitely
nice.
Pick it up if you guys are into like modern romances with a little sprinkle of some paranormal aspects.
Oh, also there's one bit in this book that I visualized that scene so greatly,
vividly,
that it stays with me. So I think August is talking to Nico in the hallway, and Nico has succulents in his hands, because that was described like really well, that his tattooed hands were something like that.
Yeah.
And then they're talking about something, and then Mila interrupts them, and she's working on her metal things.
Yeah.
So she has these like goggles on, and she goes around the corner like that, and then she's like, well, actually, and she puts in her
2 cents
meaning. Yeah, her 2 cents.
Yeah, I love descriptions like that, like super silly little moments that, like, I don't know, it's just so good. Like when you're reading and you're able to actually like see it in your mind, you know?
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. That's my favorite. That's how you know a book is good, when you have moments like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that happened also with The Deep by River Solomon.
Oh.
That book is so good as well. It's
you sent me that one, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh.
You'll really love it too. You really love it. It's like very dark, but also super sort of atmospheric.
Yeah.
Like you kind of feel like you're also a sort of mermaid. Well, they're called Warinyu. Wajinru in the book.
Yeah. Wait, I know. Oh, The Deep. I think I started reading that. Yeah,
it's about sort of how they came to be is by slave women who were thrown in the water, And then they were pregnant and dead. And so the babies came out as Wajinru.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
and
I
they
have
started
started
living
that.
in the bottom of the ocean.
I think I have started that.
Okay.
It's like a green book, right? It's like the cover is green.
Yeah, it's blue.
Oh, blue. I feel like I have started reading that one, or I started reading the audiobook of it. Anyways.
You'll love it.
Yeah.
I think.
I think so too. I think probably my favorite like moment in
I'm sorry I didn't ask.
No, it's okay. I was just thinking about it. Is just like just how shit her first day was, because like her first day of going to school, because I feel like that was me starting college. Like I could feel myself in her shoes, because she tripped and she lost her phone. And I just remember going to college myself and going through the exact same experience. And then I've also had moments where I've been in a bus or a train or whatever, and someone's like rubbing up against me. I'm about to like smack a bitch. And then I turn around and it's like a really cute girl. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Shit.
I'm so fucking sorry. Sorry I bumped into you.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you can rub against me again. It's okay. I'm sure that's how August felt when she saw Jane. She's like, damn.
Damn girl.
Yeah, no, it's really cute. The other thing that was interesting, I felt too, was how Jane didn't really exist without August. You know what I mean? Like she kind of floated around. The only time she had a constant was when August was around, which I thought was a really interesting concept. And it kind of made me feel sad for Jane, you know, that she didn't really, she wasn't able to like really like, I don't know. I felt like
she dipped in and out of time.
Yeah.
So she sort of jumped back and forth.
Yeah. Sort of like.
Because she didn't have any place to stay anchored.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of really like interesting little, when I started reading this book, I had no idea that anything paranormal or fantasy or anything like that was going to happen. I just thought it was going to be like a modern gay romance, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm into it. And then like when stuff started happening, I remember asking, I was like, is she dead? Is she dead? Is she a ghost?
Yeah, you asked me that.
And you were like, no.
I was like, I thought you were like near the end, so I was like, oh, well, I can't say you that she's not dead. But
I didn't mind. I never mind spoilers, honestly.
Yeah.
But it was just interesting because I was like, she's a ghost. And that's why Nico can like talk to the dead and it's all coming together. And then it was like totally something else. And I was like, well, I'm wrong.
Well, shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone on Goodreads thought she was a vampire, which I also thought was very interesting.
It went through my mind. I was like, what if she's just like a vampire and she chills on like she chills on the train and waits for people to be alone, and like that's why she's always on the train, and that's why she couldn't leave that one day. And I was like, oh, she's either a ghost or she's a vampire. And like time travel never came into my brain. Like it was just not a thing that I thought about. So so when it happened,
I was already
like,
tipped off in the beginning.
You were?
Yeah, because of the synopsis, I think, or someone was talking about it.
That's
and
no
they
fun.
Said that she was from the 70s.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes like I do like when people like review and stuff, but I don't like when they give out like very crucial plot points, or when the synopsis gives out really crucial plot points. I'm like,
because I think it's actually in the synopsis.
Yeah, it is. We read it and I was like, wow, they really just like handed that one off, didn't they? Like like just for my own person, I just like when things are a surprise. It's very rare for me to read a book and I'm not like, oh, this is what's going to happen. Like, it's so rare because I just pointed out. And then with this one, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. Because I didn't read any synopsis or anything. I didn't read the back of it at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, for you, that's the best then.
Yeah, it was super
fun. You're actually surprised. Yeah.
It was good.
I agree, though. It's very, very fun to, like, guess throughout the book.
Yeah. So, a big spoiler for everybody that's listening.
But when has any episode not been a spoiler though?
I mean, like, why would you listen to specific like podcasts talking about a specific book if you weren't trying to get to know, what's going on.
Yeah, maybe if you want to read it, but you're not sure if it's any good.
Yeah, exactly. But see, that's what I mean by I don't mind spoilers. Like, I don't like, if you had told me before I started reading it, like, oh, it's about time travel, I'd been like, oh, that's chill. I'd still have like a really good time reading it. It was just so weird because I was like, she's dead in some way. Like, there's no way that she's not. It's just very interesting. That's why
But then she wasn't.
She was not dead. And it ends so good, guys. It ends so good. We won't give away the ending, but it's just a good one. It's a good ending.
Yes, it is. You'll have fun reading this. Like, this entire book is just a good time.
Yeah, it's a feel-good book for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can't...
It's very funny.
Yeah.
Like, there's lots of funny moments in there with the roommates. They're my favorite moments. With the... Oh, also, there was one bit where she was picking a lock. I think Mila was picking a lock, and Wes was like, what kind of feral child are you?
Oh, yeah, no. August was picking the lock. August, because she couldn't get home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was August because she, grew up as a mini fucking detective. Thanks, Mom. So she knew how to pick the lock. And then I'm pretty sure it was Wes that opened the door, and he's like, because they hadn't met yet either, because he works night shifts, and so he was just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Wes is the most mysterious roommate out there, because he's nocturnal.
Yeah.
And he's he's a tattooist, right?
I think so. I actually forget what he does. I just know that he's gone for the majority of the time.
Yeah, and then also if he's in a mood, he'll leave he'll leave cupcakes in his wake. So sometimes there's randomly some cupcakes in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, that's so sweet. Could you imagine just being sour or moody and just like, I'm gonna bake cupcakes? Just leave them for.
Or you'll just wake up in the morning and there's like, hey, there's a tray of cupcakes here. Thank you, Wes.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, this book was super good. Thank you so much for doing this episode with me, Lizzie, and thank you. We had a lot of technical issues, but we hope that you guys really enjoyed this episode. Liz has got to get up pretty early tomorrow, and I need to.
And it's getting late.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll have to get shit together.
Yeah.
Was that what you were gonna say?
Yeah, we gotta get our shit together, but we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do next time. And until then, we hope that you enjoyed the show, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Listening.
Yeah. If you guys want to follow us, we do have an Instagram. Our Instagram is at the Book Fairies Pod. Sorry, I can't even remember that.
That's all right. And then Twitter is Book Fairies Pod, and we have a Gmail, which is thebookfairiespod@gmail.com.
Right.
Write us a letter.
Yeah. And if you guys have a book or a short story that you guys want to talk about, just send us a little email and we'll check it out. Until then, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Doei.
Doei doei. Oh my gosh, my cheeks hurt from laughing. This book is just so good. Like, there's so many happy parts.
Everything is just kind of feel good.
Yeah.
If you're having a bad day and you're reading this, it will be great.
Yeah, right? Like, that's how I feel about it. Like, it's definitely one of those that I'm gonna go back and read again. If I'm having a shit day, I'm just gonna pick it up, and it'll make me feel better.
Yeah, exactly.